How's it going everyone, I'm Zedfiles and today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 best Ark mods for PvP in Ark Survival Evolved. So coming number 5 is the Pearl Converter. This mod is good for the tech tier mostly in PvP, but it's also useful for other reasons why you'd want to use black pearls. So all it adds is it adds the Pearl Converter. This is learnt at level 70 and it costs 150 hide, 220 metal ingots, 300 obsidian and 250 stone. So in the Pearl Converter, it needs spark powder to be powered. So if you have spark powder in it, you just need to turn on. So it's kind of like a preserving bin, how it needs spark powder. And it can make 1 black pearl for 20 silica pearls. So I'll just craft 1 black pearl, and you can see it just used up 20 silica pearls. So this way, you can get quite a lot of black pearls, but it's still like kind of difficult to get them because you'll need to get a lot of silica pearls, and this way it just speeds up the process when you don't have to hunt down all the trilobites and stuff like that. Coming number 4 is Castles, Keeps and Forts Medieval Architecture. So this mod, it adds a lot of new medieval times weapons and also adds a lot of building materials and stuff like that. So the first thing we'll talk about is the building. So it adds 3 new tiers. There's Settler Foundation, which is the equivalent to wood. Then there's Villager, which is equivalent to stone. And then there's the Keep structures, which is equivalent to metal. So this also adds a lot of crafting tables. This is for the building. It also adds a blacksmith. So this is where you can make all the weapons and armor and shields. So yeah, there's 3 shields and helmet. There's also a lot of other things that it adds. So you can just put in this helmet and look like a knight. You can also equip these shields. And the weapons, yeah, it's quite a lot of weapons. You have the Berserker Axe, a maul, and a lot of other things. You also have 3 new bows, 2 of them are crossbows. And there's also these primitive daggers, which you can throw. And there's also a lot of new ammo for the crossbows and bows that are in the other storage crate. So you have a lot of new types. You have like the arrow trank, which is special for that crossbow. So probably do like more torpor or something. It's also like a arrow bodkin, whatever that does. Probably does more damage as well. And there's also an archery target. So maybe you can practice shooting so you can get better at using weapons. Over here isn't really PvP related, but this is just some stuff you can make with this mod as well. So if you want to make PvP bases with these materials, because they look cool. And also this one, it's as good as metal, so it'll still help you defend your base. They also add 3 new siege weapons. One of them you have to attach to an enemy's base. It's kind of like a C4, just a bigger version. There's also this one. So I'll show you how this one works. So you just set it, then you load whatever you want to shoot. The mangonel bolter, that's the only option for this one. And you just press loose, it'll shoot it forward. And for this one, which is the trebuchet, you have 3 ammo types. So you have bolters, this one is called bucket shots, then there's the fight one. So I'll just show you the bolter one for now. This one takes a long time to get ready. So once you press set, it has to do a long animation so that you can't spam it or anything. Okay, it's finally ready. So you just load whatever you want to shoot and loose it, then it shoots out. Coming number 3 is Reusable Plus. So this mod, it's also pretty simple, like the number 5th one, which was the Pearl Converter, but it is pretty OP. So what it adds is a reusable spear, reusable grappling hook, reusable bowler, reusable flare gun, reusable parachute. But the grappling hook isn't working right now, and it insta crashes your game when you use it. So if you get this mod, then don't use the grappling hook for now. So the most overpowered one is probably the spear, since you can throw it unlimited amount of times, which is pretty overpowered since you can just do infinite damage with it. But the other ones, they're not that overpowered, but they're still super useful. So like the bowler, you can bowl it infinitely. And there's the parachute, that's really useful. There's the flare gun, so you can shoot this tons of times. There is like a reload thing though, so you can't shoot a million of them. And also, they don't really cost anything special. As you can see, they're just learnt at these levels, 2, 5, 10 and 15, and also 22 for the parachute. So in my opinion, they should have made them like cost a lot of different things to make, so it's a lot harder to make them because they're so useful. But this is how they are, so they're pretty easy to make as well, and they're super useful, but some people will think they're overpowered. So yeah, this mod comes in number 3. Coming in number 2 are stack mods. So this isn't a single mod, but a whole set of mods. So what these do, pretty simple. They just make most of the resources in the game have a lot larger stack number. So you can see I have 5,000 polymer in one stack. It also makes it so that they're a lot lighter, so you can transport them around a lot easier. So there's a lot of mods like this. Each one has different stack sizes and different weights. In the description below, I'll link to a whole collection of them, so you can go through them and see what you want to do, because some of them will be close to vanilla, but other ones will be super overpowered. Coming in number 1 is a pretty recent mod, and it's called Dino Bars. So what this mod does is it adds health and torpor bars to all the dinos in the game. Right here I have a tame Triceratops, so he's just one of mine. So you can see his health, torpor, their gender, their name and what they are. I haven't given him any name, so he's just called Triceratops. And next to the name it would say what kind of creature they are. It also has their level, and the color of that box there is, for green it's tamed creatures, for yellow it's wild creatures, and red is bosses. So there's no bosses here, so I can't show you that right here. You can also press F5 to have all these options for the dino bars. You can also change the key if you don't want it to be F5 because you're using that for something else. So you can make it like Alt G or something, whatever you want, it's up to you. And you can also change the options, so enable for wild dinos or enable for tamed dinos. And you can also click minimalistic, which makes it show a lot less info, but still a bit of info. You can also change the view distance, how like easily you can see it, which is opacity, the size and the stuff, and also these number formats. If you guys want to download any of these mods, I'll put the links in the description below. And if you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, subscribing and liking helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.